was in the war in North Africa. He was a medic. Went from North Africa across North Africa and then went up to Italy, fought all the way up Italy.
Yeah, I would have went over down to Sicily if I was in hospital.
Oh.
We had down malaria.
Oh.
I was a sick mule.
Well, you're lucky you missed it.
Yeah, I guess.
That was
Yeah,
that
a
was
couple of guys. My outfit was on one of the boats that the crops hit before they got ashore, you know.
It was tough fighting.
The shell hit the boat, killed a couple and hurt half a dozen. But Patton, he was a kind of show-off.
Yeah.
But he smartened up fast after North Africa.
Yeah. Were you in the infantry or what did you do?
No, I was in a maintenance battalion.
You kept the trucks running?
Yeah. No, I was mostly small arms and artillery.
Oh, okay. Keep that sand out of the guns?
Oh man. But I hardly ever worked on much small arms. Something come up the matter with your personal shooting iron, you give them a new one.
Yeah.
The one that shoots over the hill.
Oh, howitzers or mortars?
Mortars.
Mortars. Yeah.
And the 60 and 80 millimeter mortars, what the infantry used a lot. And throwing them around, busted both of them.
Yeah.
You had to have a, I can't think of the name, level. Just a level and another, that and the machine gun.
Yeah.
And that's what kept me out of the front line for sure.
Yeah.
And I had a good officer. Started out, he was the one that made a big picture of the, half of the company, I guess. On the outside of it, we was in a little league baseball place where we was working at, and he had a movie camera and celebrating. He grabbed my hand and hollered out, "All you other good-looking guys, get up on the seats, line up, and get your picture taken." I'll never forget that. And he gave us a picture of it after he had it made. I still got it. It's sitting on there.
You were over there a long time, weren't you?
Too long.
Were you over there 4 years?
I'm near 3 3/3, I guess. But I was in Berlin and the shooting stopped, you know. And that's where I contacted a bad cold or the flu or something. I was in the hospital when they started shipping out, you know. And this same lieutenant come around, asked me was I ready to go home. And that was mighty nice music, you know.
You
I was in Berlin in the hospital. Next morning, we got in his Jeep. You know, most of the officers assigned a vehicle if they wanted.
Yeah.
And driver, he wouldn't let me drive none from Berlin to down where we loaded on the boat in the edge of France there.
Wow. You drove all the way from Berlin to France to get on a boat? In a Jeep? Wow.
Probably to
Well,
Calais.
otherwise, I'd maybe wait for the next boat.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know where they took them from. That's where they landed. Well, Calais was where
Yeah.
the Germans thought they were going.
One day's riding after taking 3 years to get there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So you came back to the States in a boat?
yeah.
Yeah, they didn't have many planes back then.
Well, you had to fly. You know how they got the planes over to Europe, London, England? That's why the training facility was down in Miami. They'd fly to South America, and then South America to Africa, because that was the shortest. Then they'd fly up to the Azores, which is part of Portugal. And then from there they would go to, so they went south and across, up, because they couldn't fly over the Atlantic.
We used to travel, I hit one 3-4 feet, you know, had these native shacks at a brick kiln
Yeah,
where they cure the bricks.
right.
They put them in the oven overnight, and then they set them outside to cool down slowly. Well, that's why I was sitting there. They had a bench and table there where they unload the blocks and bricks sometimes. The daggone shack was tile, you know.
Oh.
And a piece of shrapnel hit that stuff, it makes dust.
Yeah.
So you can't see halfway across this room. And we just moved in, and I knew it was a pit under the table, and it was beyond the table too. I was afraid I'd fall in the damn pit. I was 5 or 6 feet deep or more. And I didn't see my partner. The ambulance done took him to the hospital. The shell hit the tank while he was working on it.
Oh.
Easy.
So you stayed inside there?
I was lucky to be inside.
Yeah.
He was in the building, and his partner was out working on a tank.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mortar came in and hit the tank, or big cannon, whatever, gunfire.
One of them badass 88 millimeters.
Yeah.
Go clear through the daggone tank like this.
Wow.
But they come out with a 90 millimeter, because I worked on one right in the edge of France. Well, up there where Patton had to stop and wait for the gas truck.
Right.
You may read the history.
Yeah. My dad's cousin was killed at the Battle of Bulge because he ran out of gas. He was in a tank. The Germans just came up and blew the tank. He was sitting in a tank. No gas. He was a tank commander.
Yeah, a lot of them learned better than get stalled in the tank like that. If they have time, they crawl out of there and jump, find them a hole fast.
Yeah. Yeah, you were a sitting duck. His name was Cletus. I never heard anybody named Cletus. That was his first name, Cletus.
C-L-E-T-U-S. That was his first name?
Yeah, Cletus. Got a picture of him and Dad playing baseball. Got his hat kind of cocked backward.
Yeah, that's the first. Gets the name of the little town that Patton stalled in,
Yeah, I can't remember.
waiting for gas. G-E-T-Z.
Oh, Getz.
German?
Gets or some.
He was going so fast, moving so fast, he outran his supplies.
Uh-huh.
And that was right on this edge of a canyon. There's a big canyon there.
Yeah.
And the entrance, it was, that's why they was in foxholes along that cliff.
You had some cold winters over there.
Yeah, and get out there and tell a few of them, because that 90mm put out quite a blast, you know.
Yeah.
You shipped that tank back. I stuck my head out, look around just after he let off a couple of rounds to test it out after we worked on the damn thing all day. I mean all day. Because it was a different caliber. We had to go get a lot of tools from headquarters.
Did you wear earplugs? You put anything in your ears?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You could start bleeding. A lot of guys bled from the ears. They didn't have no, concussion. They come home from the ward. You had some cold winters over there, Germany.
Yeah, they had the baddest winter they had in 10 years, they said.
Yeah.
Snow was up to a tall Indian's hoses.
I've seen films of them. There was a lot of snow on the ground. Guys marching.
And the worst of it was after weather warmed up and it done mud.
Mud, yeah.
Oh man.
A lot of mud.
Get that caked on you. Get that caked on your boots. You can't walk.
That showed the guys. You see pictures of World War II. The guys, they had parkas. The snow, it's cold. One of the coldest winters. And I'm sure he experienced it. And they're walking in the mud, and then it melted. Oh, it was awful.
But when old Patton showed up, all the shooting was over with practically.
Huh? Did you see him? Did you ever see him?
I was his bodyguard sometimes.
He wearing those pistols? He had the pistols?
Yeah.
He looked like a cowboy. Pearl handle.
He had one regular, just like I had,
Yeah.
the 45 automatic.